How's it hanging, everybody? I'm Lindsay Geektron, and this is LolKing's League Trends for the week of February 17th, 2015. This week's show is brought to you by Full Sail University. If you've ever considered working behind the scenes to create video games, Full Sail University offers programs that can prepare you for a future in the industry. In the on-campus game art and game development bachelor degree programs, you'll work with professional-level game studios and labs, where you can work with teams of your peers to create games from start to finish. So Full Sail also offers a wide variety of both online and on-campus degrees in fields that relate to the entertainment and games industry. So if you would like some more information, head on over to fullsail.edu/leaguetrends to learn more. This week's featured champions include Jinx, Azir, Diana, Nidalee, Lissandra, and Zed. Let's dive into Summoner's Rift. 0% awkward. Increased pick rates and the spotlight shine are upon Jinx, Nidalee, Riven, Katarina, and Fizz. Get Jinxed! The loose cannon has always been a fun champion, but now players are seeing her in professional play and following suit. Why? The answer is that she does well against the meta ADCs Graves and Kalista. Against Graves, she can farm it out with her long-range rocket launcher, Fishbones, and potentially win engages if she keeps the enemy duo at arm's length. Kalista, on the other hand, loses both close and afar, so her mobility doesn't mean much. Up close, the Pow Pow minigun's attack speed does more DPS, but if Kalista tries to attack and jump away, it'll probably eat 2 auto attacks for the 1. Jinx may be popular right now, but as she's still a risky pick with no real escape and multiple skill shots, make sure you can control her before jumping into ranks. Last week, players decided enough was enough and decreased their pick rates for Tristana, Ahri, Caitlyn, Jarvan 4, and Azir. Azir got hit with the nerf bat. Hard. He lost some base damage on his Conquering Sands ability, but more importantly, his Sand Soldiers have reduced auto attack range. Enemy champions now have a much easier time staying out of range while in lane, and later in the game, Azir will get fewer auto attacks off. These damage nerfs mean that you're picking Azir more for his Emperor's Divide ultimate than anything else. It's still a very powerful disengage for its ability to block enemy champion dashes. Pick Azir for the late game and with a team that wants to stay at a distance. He's no longer a lane bully, but still an impressive force with some items. Increased win rates have come up this week to Diana, Gragas, Syndra, Heimerdinger, and Anivia. Diana had a few quality of life adjustments in 5.3, but has the same numbers as before. A recent change is that the reset mechanic on her Lunar Rush ultimate still works on targets struck by Crescent Strike, even if Diana gets interrupted during it. So is Diana in a good spot? Maybe. One thing she has going for her is that double AP compositions are way popular right now. Abyssal Scepter both synergizes with other AP champions and counters double AP from the enemy, so this core item on Diana gets a lot of mileage these days. Diana has few winning matchups in lane, but most of the bully mid champions like Syndra have been nerfed, so going even isn't too hard now. Diana is also seeing play as a top lane. She has good ganks with teleport, but struggles against the trades and sustain of bruisers like Maokai, so try at your own risk. Decreased win rates this week are here for Azir, Ahri, Zac, Nidalee, and Rammus. Nidalee's extreme power was a bit of an accident. There was a bug that would reset all of her Cougar form cooldowns immediately when she entered the form. One of Nidalee's intended mechanics is that applying a Hunt debuff resets Cougar form, so Nidalee players could use all of those abilities twice in the space of a second. Ouch. Exploits aside, Nidalee is still a powerful jungler and can snowball games quickly once she gets a lead. Her mobility and damage potential are dangerous in duels and in skirmishes. As we said last time, Jungle Nidalee eventually transitions into the AP poking role that is associated with the mid lane Nidalee. She doesn't initiate, but in a drawn-out fight where she can throw spears and safely use Cougar form, she will deal a lot of damage while being slippery to boot. Community disdain and increased ban rates are in for Nidalee, Kalista, Vi, Jarvan 4, and Lissandra. Ever since a bug fix and some minor changes last year, Lissandra has quietly risen to become one of the highest priority picks in both the mid and top lanes. While it's not without limitation, she brings a bit of everything: damage, wave clear, mobility, and hard CC. Her kit is strong at both picking fights and countering enemy engages. She has no major weaknesses, but champions with a range advantage like Xerath can both poke her out of lane and stay at a safe distance later in the game. She brings instant CC, but is vulnerable to it herself. If Lissandra gets hit with something like Fear from Fiddlesticks as she goes in, she can die before using her Frozen Tomb ultimate or Zhonya's Hourglass to stay alive. Also remember that she can be interrupted out of her Glacial Path ability. Good Lissandra players don't always go for the maximum distance before reactivating the ability, so as to avoid getting crowd controlled and going nowhere at all. Our last category, as always, is decreased ban rates. Azir, Rek'Sai, Gnar, Zed, and Cassiopeia top the chart. Zed is still being banned a lot, but his 46% win rate is making people reconsider. The Master of Shadows received some direct nerfs to his attack speed not long ago to hurt his split pushing potential. His abilities still do plenty of damage, but brawling in melee without cooldowns isn't as profitable as before. Zed has plenty of good lane matchups, but can struggle these days to transition into the mid and late game. Aggressive engagers like Annie and Leona are in style, along with other champions that can follow up. A good Zed player can teamfight, but really the champion is at its best when it can split push and play the map. This can be a hard task when the enemy team is grouped and willing to dive. The cheap Quicksilver Sash of Season 5 is both a blessing and a curse for Zed. He likes one for himself to slip crowd control while he's going all in, but the item also cleans his death mark off targets and makes successful assassinations difficult. Zed players need to be aware of when the item is bought and when it's on cooldown if they want to be successful in today's game. And that's all for this week's show. Please be sure you check back every Tuesday for the latest episode. Like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this video around to all of your buddies, check out this week's sponsor, fullsail.edu/leaguetrends, or click the link in the description below. I'm Lindsay Geektron. You can follow me on Twitch TV at Lindsay Geektron. Thanks everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.